Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Galaxy on Fire. It's my turn at the helm, or rather being dragged along by a speeding spaceship. So,
Yeah.
hey, that's what it's felt like the past few times. So, welcome to our usual crew, Naomi, Miguel, Katie, and Jared.
Hello.
And I guess we will dive into it. I will play you the opening crawl, and then, unlike the other episodes so far, there is no break between the episodes of the previous that occurred and mine. So we're straight in it. Ready we go.
The New Republic, born from the embers of rebellion, has set its sights on the unknown regions, determined to extend its reach. With the beacon of democracy lighting their path, they venture forth, seeking to establish a foothold in the Hyquantra system, a realm once loyal to the Empire. Yet, amidst the cosmic tapestry, other factions lurk in the shadows. They, too, covet dominion over the untamed frontier, their gaze fixed on the same elusive prize. The delicate equilibrium teeters, awaiting the decisive push from those audacious enough to claim it. Corruption runs rampant, infecting the very essence of the burgeoning republic. Criminal syndicates, driven by greed and ambition, weave their intricate webs of deceit, pulling strings from the shadows, poised to exploit any vulnerability. Amidst the swirling currents of uncertainty, the crew of the Nightfall find themselves unexpectedly thrust into the very heart of this conflict.
I must say, I don't like being thrust unexpectedly into anything.
Really? Based on previous experience, I would have sworn that you're really into it. Snarky? No, not snarky enough. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, so where we ended last session, our heroes had been paid a substantial bonus for solving, and I use that loosely, the issue of the disappearing ships in the black hole sector, as well as providing some valuable intel on the operations of a particular pirate band in the sector. We ended with Gadriel storming off in an absolute cold fury. Dr. Mary, Runzai, and Vazia headed off to find their wayward crew member. On doing so, they found out that Amaya had yet to conclude her personal business and didn't really want them hanging around at that point. So Vazia left Amaya with an invitation to join her in the morning to assist in spending the newly earned credits. Mary, Runzai, and Vazia returned to the embassy for the night before retiring, and Vazia reiterated her plan for the morning and, entreated Mary and Runzai to join the expedition, go visit the tailor, spend some money, have some fun. So that is where we left it. So in the morning, the designated time, you find yourself in the mess, or at least Runzai and Dr. Mary do. Has Amaya joined them?
Amaya's joining. She's wearing her usual, more commonly used attire. She's not rocking the biker chick at the moment. She's
Oh, sad.
So you three are at the mess, but given Vazia's keenness and desire to go and spend money in the morning, she's not present.
Where is she going to meet us?
At the embassy.
Yeah, I would have thought. Maybe she's gone early.
I'll send her a message. Why speculate when we can get an answer? Vazia, where are you?
She got all the money.
Yeah, she's loaded.
And we're not.
So you send a message and it fails to connect.
It fails to connect at all, so her communicator's off.
Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I'm going to go snag a piece of toast from the line and I'm going to head towards her quarters because that would be the most basic Sudden location. Does anyone want to join me?
I love toast, by all means.
Mid on the lips, a lifetime on the hips, my dear. Yeah.
Yes, I'll come along. Yep. So go in
Yeah.
search of the missing Vazia.
No, we'll head down the corridors and head towards the quarters.
Okay, so you head down there, you knock on the door of her assigned quarters. No answer.
Hmm.
Query the computer when that door was last opened.
Can you do that?
You can do that.
You can try.
You can
Hmm.
try. You're gonna give me. Actually, before we do that, we have once again forgotten a very, very important point of this game mechanics. Let's roll some destiny pool so we can see how I can mess you up.
Apparently, got a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
on my side.
More dark than
Oh.
light.
What?
Nice.
You're very welcome.
Man.
Well, thank you very much.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's go for a computer roll from the person querying the computers. It's not very difficult. It's just 1 purple. You're just sending a basic query to the computers.
Oh, my one unsuccessful
nice.
tonight. 3.
Yeah.
Great.
Ooh.
So, yep, the computer tells you that Vazia entered at about 10 p.m. last night, which kind of tracks with when they got back to the embassy. But then she left it again at about 12. And there hasn't been any movement of that door since then.
She left at 12 at night.
Yeah.
That's very odd.
Also the perfect time for a clandestine meeting, wouldn't you agree?
Yes. Oh, definitely. Still odd.
What
So we
if
think
Vazia-
Vazia might be involved in a situationship, perhaps.
Yes. We know her well enough to know
That's
that.
that's an interesting prospect. Should we keep digging? I'm not
She
sure.
could be. She could
We're
be.
nothing if not nosy, surely.
It could be a romantic attachment.
It could be a romantic liaison, in which case I really don't want to interrupt. But that's
Romantic liaisons can equally be, a cover for more nefarious actions. So we do still need to know.
and this is Vazia. Can I query the computer to see if the Nightfall is still in dock?
Yeah. That one's going to be a little bit harder.
Mary,
So-
how's your computer skills? Better
I
than
can
mine.
try. I can try. Yeah. Give it a go.
Something?
I've used a computer or two in my time at medical school.
I'm not as
Why
good.
not? All right. What am I rolling against?
Okay, so just 2 purple.
2 purple. Okay.
It's not as easy as going, when was their last activity on this door? You're actually querying.
I don't think I need to flip anything or anything, do I? I can just, I think I'll just go for it as is. 3 successes,
think
3
it's relevant.
advantages. Turns out I know a bit about computers.
Oh, nice.
So not only do you see that the Nightfall is still in dock, but you do see that someone has accessed it. At the door, at least, has been locked and unlocked at about 1 a.m.
She's sleeping on the ship. That's what it is. Wonder why.
So we go in. Let's go in.
Let's go find out. Yeah. Check out the ship.
See the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. So we go there.
Okay, so
Scooby doing.
you get to the ship. Of course, because you are crew members, you have the access code, so that's all fine. You enter via the airlock, the entryway, head up via the cargo elevator, or unless you want to, climb up the ladders, but up to you.
We'll take the lazy route.
Well, crack a window and go in. No, probably not.
Probably not.
So you get up to the middle level, and let's have some vigilance rolls from people.
Okay.
What are we rolling against? 2 purple or?
Yep, 2 purple, but I also think 1 black.
Yeah, Mary's not vigilant, so it's not going to go well for her. 2 failures for Mary. She's oblivious.
Four
So
successes, 2
oblivious, you're not even
threats.
noticing.
Yeah, Mary is still wondering who Vazia is shagging, obviously. Yeah. Okay, so Runzai and Amaya notice.
Mhm.
Okay, so Vazia keeps a very, very tight ship. Everything
Yeah.
is ordered and neat and tidy and insanely precise. You wouldn't think so to know her, but she is so very precise about where everything is and where it goes. And this is just chaos.
Someone's
There is
ransacked it.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Or they just really were in a rush to get busy, and things have been flown everywhere as they're making their way to the bed.
Sure. You keep thinking that, Mary. Sure.
Very stuck on that
You
perspective.
keep
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
that,
yeah.
but I just we know she's more of the handcuff type. So
Oh my God, that's true.
Interesting. So true. Yeah, she's got past history.
yeah. This doesn't it doesn't seem like something is wrong.
Okay, let's maybe divide and conquer. Need to probably check the security logs on the ship. Need to figure out what someone was searching for. I need to see if there's any clues they've left behind. So pick one.
I can look at the computers to see if there's any logs of people on boards and say, apparently I'm the computer one of this trio.
Yeah, so there is 3 levels to this ship. So just so that you have an idea, there is you've entered the entryway into the cargo space. So there is the cargo elevator. There is the 2 cargo holds on either side of the cargo elevator. There is a very narrow gangplank walkway. I can't think of what the actual term is on a starship that goes through in between the engineering and the computers and all of the MacGuffins, the stuff that makes this ship work, through to a kind of small area just before the cockpit that has Vazia's room, her private bathroom, the armory, and kind of the medical locker, through to the bridge. And then on the level above that, there is the crew deck. So above that, there's the galley, locker, 6 crew quarters, another bathroom, and a kind of lounge. So it's a very kind of small, self-contained scouting ship. It's not very large or anything. So
Ronside's gonna check her private quarters to see if she's actually stayed in the bed or gotten clothes or something. Yeah.
So yeah, kind of who wants to?
I mean, like I said, I think Dr. Mary, I'm going to look at the computers, like go to a nearest computer bay and look at surveillance tapes or anything or access logs. See if the entry code was, her valid code, or whether it was forced or something when the door opened. Stuff of that nature.
Okay.
Which that's probably right nearby the door somewhere that you can use a computer. I guess I could just do that first, if that helps. What do you want for difficulty?
Vazia is very, very private and very security conscious. So it's going to be 3, and I'm going to flip a point so that you've got a red as well, because she's not going to make this easy on you. It's just too shit.
Can I argue for a blue for familiarity with the system, having ridden on the ship several times?
I'll let you have it.
Yes.
Just be aware, she is very, very
Yeah. No, fair. All right, here we go. 6 successes, 1 threat.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So you do get the information you need, but then the computer completely locks down.
Okay. All right. What do we find out? What do we get?
So you do see that it was Vazia who entered her code.
Yep.
However, the computer relates that there were 2 other life forms with her, so she wasn't alone. There has also been, following that, some unsuccessful attempts to access the computer and the logs, and secure storage, but Vazia being Vazia, it shut them down just the same way the computer has just gone, nope, unauthorized access. Bye now.
Okay. And so no images of the other people that were with her, like.
You do get a little bit of security footage. So you see Vazia, you see two kind of black cloaked figures behind her. It also doesn't look like she's there of her own volition.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll relay that to the others. Looks like Vazia was brought aboard by two suspicious black cloaked figures, and they tried to access the secure hold and computer system. Don't believe any of them are on board anymore, but hard to say for sure. We might want to carefully sweep the ship to make sure there's no surprises.
Yep. Amaya, what are you doing?
I was going to go and look for clues in the ransacked area, and I guess now we've also got a secure hold as well. We need to maybe have a look at.
Yeah. Can we get into the secure hold? Have we had access to that before, or is it part of Vazia's secrets?
I think she has let you see a secure hold. So you are aware that there is within the cargo deck, there is, you pull up the deck plate, there's a computer keypad lock, there is an extra cargo space underneath a deck plate.
That's the easy hide. Where's the hard hide?
Yeah, there's got to be more.
Did the computer give any indication about where they tried to access and failed, or just generally trying to access a secure hold?
Just from what you can see, they've just generally tried to access the computers. The computer has just kind of logged attempted access.
Well, should we stay together and search? Like, I feel like if there's a threat of someone ambushing us, maybe we should do a sweep together, yeah.
So we'll do that first up.
All right. Yeah. Well, with the redoubtable semi-robotic battle-hardened warrior in front, and the rest of us will just bring up the rear. Staying in cover.
Got our assassin droid assassin.
The assassin droid got assassinated. We're good.
Yeah.
No, you're the assassin droid.
Okay.
So yes, just quickly doing a sweep. It's just quick and efficient. It's quick and dirty.
So you just move through the ship, and you just see that it's been trashed. Somebody has been looking for something, and they have not been doing it subtly or quietly. They have been ripping the place to shreds. So Vazia's quarters have a lot of textiles and things in them. She doesn't actually let anyone in, but you've had glimpses walking past. But yeah, so her usual nicely, very, very girly quarters have been ripped to shreds. All the textiles, like somebody's done the whole knife through the pillows things, prized open boxes, and
so they're looking for something small.
It's in shambles.
Okay. I assume like all compartments and things have been opened and looked through.
What you can tell. Do you want to have another look?
Well, at this moment, we suspect there could be threats on the ship, so I think we should continue with this.
Yeah, we should do that first, yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. So, you move through the ship. Same deal everywhere. Just people have been looking for something and not finding it, and being very, very annoyed about not finding it.
Are there signs of disturbance everywhere throughout the ship? Or
anywhere?
What about in the Force? No, just a side note.
That's not how the Force works.
You can, check it for disturbances, can't you? I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out if they've found it or not. If they've found it when they've partly completed the search, there's no reason for them to keep searching the ship. So you would have no disruption after that point. So I'm trying to figure out if the whole ship is disrupted, they haven't found it because they've looked everywhere for it.
Yeah, the entire place has been turned upside down.
So it's still here. Share with you what you're looking for.
Have we finished the sweep? Or are we just standing around going, what are we going to look for?
Yeah, we should finish the sweep, Check everything.
All right.
Yeah, there is no people still on the ship. It's
Right.
just
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yep.
just trashed. Okay.
it's trashed. So while you are standing there looking at the trashed remnants, including your personal quarters, so guys, if you've left anything there, it's also been ransacked.
Damn it.
Bad.
Is there signs of like we know it's been trashed, but is there signs of violence, like blood or something kind of thing?
What would one roll to have a look at
No.
that?
Perception, maybe, like directly looking
Yeah.
for something. Yeah.
Yeah, you're directly looking. Let's have a
Okay.
perception and see if you can kind of
Any
see anything other than holy fuck, someone was messy.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Wow.
Succeeded. 1 success, 4 advantages, 1 triumph.
Okay. Yep,
Signs for neon
definitely.
signs.
Yeah, not only do you see that it looks like in places somebody has been thrown against a wall. So there's those scuff marks, but you can also tell that a lot of the destruction and the disturbance and the searching has been focused on Varzia's quarters.
Right.
While you are thinking about that, camera will zoom out and we will go to a very, very pissed off Gadriel. He hasn't actually liked being played for a fool, made a fall guy, treated as expendable by the New Republic. Hasn't liked others being given the same treatment. Has been plotting the imminent demise of certain people rather violently after having made very, very strong suggestions as to their personal safety if they step outside the embassy.
I mean, that's happened to everybody.
Yeah, which was pretty much what you told certain members of the embassy staff, that yes, they better watch out for unexpected accidents.
In a nutshell.
So you have been, no doubt, plotting the demise all night and gathering the resources required, shall I say, to facilitate such a demise. So you return to your bolt hole in the morning and just roll me a vigilance check, please.
Vigilance with anything?
Just 2 purple. It's not. I mean, you know your space very well.
Yeah.
So you are
4 advantages.
You are completely unsurprised when you open the door and find someone casually leaning against a table, just flipping what looks to be a data chip.
Very discreetly slide the hand to the back, grab the blaster. May I help you?
No need for that, Kane. Don't you recognize me?
Not really. Has been a long night.
I guess we only passed each other in the outer limits of acquaintance when you were working for the Imperial.
Well, as working for the Empire, was more like freelancing. Do I know who the person is?
You do recognize him. This is actually someone you were warned about 6 months ago, that somebody was looking for you and there was an Imperial agent looking for you. So this is actually Sylar Box.
Have you put the kettle on whilst you've been here brooding in the dark, Mr. Box? No? Would you like some tea?
Don't really have time for that now.
Okay, well, but you had all the time to wait for me while I turned up. Okay, let's get to business then.
I have something that may be of interest to you, and in payment of some old debts to mutual acquaintances,
Okay. That tells me absolutely nothing. Cut to the chase.
He just flicks you the data crystal that he has been flipping.
Yep. Pulls out the data pad and slot it in.
You've been keeping some interesting company of late.
You should know that we are meant to keep all sorts of interesting company because you never know when it comes useful. Pisani
Yes.
Shad was very thorough in that type of learning.
This company might get you killed.
Oh, you're hilarious. That's an operational risk in this line of work, but go on. I'm waiting for the punchline.
You were set up in the black hole.
No. God damn it. I thought that the New Republic were honest do-gooders. They're not?
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Kept my end of the bargain.
Right.
What you want to do with it, and you just kind of...
Okay, so let's get something straight. You want me to facilitate something to remove an obstacle for you, yes? Sure.
Read what's on the...
Yeah.
Read what's on the pad.
Okay. Are you facilitating the hardware too?
Giving you the information. What you do with it.
All right. Thanks for the tip. Don't come back.
And leaves.
Yeah. Lock the door. Have a quick scan of the file.
Okay, so what you see on there is a very thorough dossier on Varzea that looks to be from the New Republic's files. It outlines the kind of public-facing information, but then you've also got information on her indenture to the Shell Hut, her various intelligence gathering activities. And you also see that there is a series of encrypted communications between someone in the embassy and what looks to be a Black Sun operative. And throughout these, they're referring to Varzea having something that she shouldn't, something that is risky for their business dealings. And there is instructions to take her and her companions out because they don't know if she has shared any of her illicit information with others.
Particulars. Okay. Is there a code, an identifier code from the originating point?
You can tell it has been sent from somewhere in the embassy.
Yep.
But it's not a consistent terminal and it's been heavily encrypted.
Okay.
So you're not
Let's
sure.
see if we can get through the encryption. Before doing that, I sweep my hideout to make sure that I didn't got left any presents from my Imperial friend.
He hasn't left you any presents.
Oh, all right.
Other than, of course, the data chip.
Yep. So I'm going to use bypass security and code breaker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing computers.
Yep. And remember that there is also, if you are trying to break in to the encryption in the embassy, there is a rogue AI. So you do have 2 black setback dies.
Which I don't because of the code breaker and...
Well, in theory, you would have 2.
Yep.
Just be aware that there is a rogue AI still quarantined somewhere in the embassy.
Their system, not mine. Honestly, I'm not going to cry about the damage in their system. So what's the difficulty?
So the difficulty is 3 purple and 2 black, but
So 3 purple. All right.
oh,
It's a check fail. Threats.
that is a check failed, and there is a threat. Your attempt to decrypt or break the encryption has actually managed to alert somebody within the embassy that there has been an access attempt.
Okay. On slot the crystal, pull out the lightsaber, pass it through the data pad.
Supreme violence.
Yeah. Oh well, that sounds like a future problem. Put the crystal on the side. I start doing some DIY. What I'm going to do is start monitoring the chatter for activity on the embassy using the backdoor that Barry's pretend activated a couple of weeks ago. So I need to see what's on the schedule for certain individuals.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, let's go back to the Nightfall.
Let's rip this room apart.
What are we doing tearing it apart?
Are we going to be able to find something that someone's already thoroughly...
We look better.
Okay. All right.
And to help you, I have heightened awareness. So as allies, you get an extra blue dice to your perception of appearance checks.
Very good.
Yay.
So I guess we're all hunting around, so I guess perception check each, hey?
Oh.
What are we rolling against?
I don't know.
Blue. And yeah, you are rolling against 3 purple.
3 purple, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Getting this kind of eerie sort of what I think you guys are calling false sensation as I feel a bit more perceptive with this assistance. 1 success for Mary.
2 successes, 2 threats for me. God
And-
damn it.
And a triumph. Okay, cool.
And a triumph.
So I think how this plays out is you are all looking and going, okay, if I was Vazia, where would I hide shit? So you're looking, and then Dr. Mary notices that there's something like a little knob that's just tucked away next to the bed that looks like it's a little worn. So, hey, over here, guys.
Like on a drawer, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I give it a tug or a twist or, whichever.
Yeah. So it comes open, and in there is what looks to be a lockbox. So you guys
Locked?
Try and open it.
with 1 success, you don't get it open. However, fortunately for you,
Oh, it's just maybe if it hasn't been remembered to be locked, I thought I'd try that first before I elaborate.
Fortunately for you, Amaya has had 2 successes and 2 threats.
Mm-hmm.
So she does manage to get it open, but it zaps her.
Ouch.
Yep. Jump back. Yep. You're like, damn it, hot potato. But you have got it open. So by the time Runzai gets over there and goes, aha, awesome. She sees that there is a data crystal.
That's what
But
I found.
But yeah, because you do also have 3 threats, you just also get zapped.
Out.
But you get the data crystal out, and you get the data crystal out without it being incinerated.
Yes. Success. I've got a data crystal.
Shiny.
Yes. I suggest we take this somewhere safe.
Bit of an insidious fact, isn't it, that our own ship no longer feels safe?
Yes.
Mm.
Should we? I don't know whether
Invasion.
it's a good idea to go back to the embassy, though.
Maybe we just need to go somewhere unexpected, like a kind of dive bar in the lower levels or something to hide out. I know some bars around the docking area that we wouldn't
We
normally
still
flip
need
it.
to find Runsai. Not Runsai, that's me. We still need to find Fuzzier.
Here I am. Yep.
I'm going to snag a data pad. And I do like Mary's idea. Let's head to that bar that I was at last night. It's full of unsavories, but it's also the safest place probably could be.
Mm.
And as we're walking, I'm messing with the data pad. I'm basically trying to set it up to make it a dumb data pad. I don't want it communicating outside its own sphere, basically. I just want it to be able to read the chip and tell me what's on the chip, not communicate or link in with any other external system. I'm trying to make something that's smart dumb.
Okay. Just have a look at your skill set.
Mary's probably better at this than I am. I can lead the way to the bar.
So what am I doing while you're leading the way? I'm trying to access the crystal en route on the data pad.
More modifying the data pad so it doesn't communicate outside itself. Like you're putting on
just like put it on airplane mode. Yeah. Just flick the switch.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be 3 purple and gonna be a bit mean and give you a red as well.
Wow, to make it go into airplane mode on this thing. Okay, that's tough. Yeah, all right. Look, am I able to get some assistance from Amaya? Yeah, so I'll get a blue for that.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll have to flip one to see if I can upgrade get myself at least 1 yellow on the table. All right, so we're rolling 1 yellow, 4 green, 1 red, 3 purple, 1 blue to activate airplane mode. It's complicated phones back in the galaxy far, far away. Haven't come in the way we have. Oh, okay, interesting. 1 success, 3 advantages, but 1 despair.
So no, you realize that as you are playing with this data pad, that somebody has had the similar idea that if to kind of bug the things in the ship. So you're not only just turning it into airplane mode, you're actually having to deactivate the tracking device, such as it is the kind of Trojan within that is looking for this data. So somebody has been smart, and you do have a despair. So you do notice and you manage to shut it down pretty quickly, but you're not sure if you've shut it down quick enough.
Well, I warned the others. Look, I may have been a sort of quick warning through a back door to somebody else that was been trying this as well. So we should keep an eye out for anyone following us.
Okay, new plan. I'm going to open a map on my data pad, get the computer, pick a random spot. We go to that spot. Do we separate is the next question.
No.
Okay, answered. Asked and answered.
Check the tattoo on my arm that says never split the party.
All right, let's hustle.
Let's
get out of here. So this place, in theory, none of us have ever been to. We have no history here. It's just totally random.
Yeah, it points you to a nice little garden that's kind of secluded, nice little fruit trees.
Perfect.
Picnic spot. Looks like, not very many people.
Easy to see who's coming and going.
Yeah, it's fairly open space, just a few fruit trees. Looks like mostly it's used as a shortcut between office buildings, essentially.
Okay, right.
You're in a city.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
So head back to Gadriel, and he is surveilling the embassy through the back door.
Yeah, just basically looking at what's on the schedule for certain individuals. Are they going to be moving in and out? How are they going to be moving? What sort of detachment is going to be carried on? And once this is happening, just playing with bits and bobs on the table and building something.
Yeah, okay, so you're doing a lot of computer stuff tonight, guys. Let's go for some more computer rolls. You do have the back door that was built by Varys to get the information previously, so you do get a blue. But again, it's 3 purples.
Yeah, I think it happened, or maybe not.
Yeah, 1 failure, 3 threats, and a triumph. Ooh.
Not doing well today, my friend.
It's one of those things that everything worked, but it didn't. Or
Yeah.
it didn't work, but it did exactly what it was meant to be doing and better.
So I don't think you get the information that you're looking for. So you don't get any information on the movements. So unfortunately, your surveillance, the people that you are looking for, doesn't work. You do notice, however, with the triumph that there just appears to be some anomalies in the visitor logs. Like some people have, or some visits have been scrubbed. And there is payments to a small shipping company that have been made that just seem a little bit odd. And you have the name of the shipping company.
Interesting. What's the name of the shipping company?
The shipping company is Umbraxis Imports.
Okay. He finishes working on his little pet project, puts it on the backpack, and might be time to do a test, a field test. Goes to general city directory and look for Umbraxis Imports office.
Yep, you see that they are within the docks district.
Okay.
Easy enough to find. They're not hiding.
Yeah, go and find a watering hole in the vicinity and keep an eye on it, see what's the traffic's like, whatnot.
Cool.
Oh, wait.
And wait. And while you are waiting, we have our fellows sitting in the park trying to look not suspicious.
Got a couple of wine bottles in paper bags to just cover what we're doing.
I'll let the computer genius work with the
Well,
data
genius
pad.
is a stretch. So wait, so I've got, what else can I do with the data pad? I think I got it to.
Yeah, you've managed to make it dumb and hopefully not transmit any more information.
Okay.
A data crystal.
Okay, so all right, I'll try and read the data crystal then, see what else I can work out.
I'm just going to stand back and keep an eye out.
In retrospect, should have gone and got a burner data pad for this, but anyway, too late now. All right. So what do I see when I try to open up the crystal? Like, do I have any? Is it hard to decipher? Or
It is encrypted. It is Vazia. I feel so mean.
I feel like you're like playing out your own struggles with IT through us. But yep, all right. So I'll try and decrypt it then, such as it is with what I've got.
You could always phone a friend who has data encryption. But anyway.
Who do I know that has data encryption? The AI that lives in the embassy.
Gadriel.
Gadriel. Let's find Gadriel. I mean, calm Gadriel.
Sure. Yeah, all right.
That was just like
I mean, I don't know. Let's see what we can do ourselves first. See if we can work it out, like just with my.
yeah.
And then,
all right,
phone a friend if we get stuck.
You're pretty much doing. Yeah, all right.
Okay. I've been mean enough.
Go.
It's just
we're in this lovely park, so 3 purple. All right. All right, I'm just gonna roll it without any flipping then. 2 successes.
You managed to get in. The technology gods are kind. You do manage to get in. And you can see just from a cursory glance that Vazia keeps a lot of data on a lot of people.
Mm.
So
Looks like this is some sort of blackmail file that Vazia's been using to,
Blackmail.
further her interests, maybe. Like, data on people. There's, I don't know, is there data on any of us?
Who?
Probably.
Yes, that's what I was about to ask.
no,
What's she
so
got on
it's,
us?
so it's more trying to think how to explain it. So you've noticed that when you are with Vazia and she's faced with a computer system, for example, like all the Empire computer systems, she
Mhm.
will retrieve data from it.
Yes.
You have noticed that, she will break into whatever system, or at least attempt to break into whatever system. So this looks like occasions where she has been successful. So there is files from the Empire, there is files from the New Republic. There's also some files that suspiciously look like they are from a criminal syndicate.
Uh,
A rather
Which?
large criminal syndicate.
Which
Black Sun.
one? Black Sun.
Black Sun. I mean, she's
So you
already
can-
dropped the
Yeah.
hook before.
You can investigate these further, but it will take you like some time and some reading because she has.
Right. I could go out on a limb here and think that Black Sun are the ones that are looking for this.
Well, she owes Black Sun a debt.
Yes. Maybe they're trying to collect.
If they kill her, that she can't pay it back.
No. We don't know that she's dead. She's
No,
just
that's why it
gone.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll need to look at this further, I guess. Any names pop out? Just like going through an index of the names. Anything glaring pop out?
Would be, it would probably be a perception.
Oh, against.
Just sort of search the names.
Yeah, you're just searching names, like looking through them and seeing if there's any you recognize. So it's just 2 purple.
Two purple?
Perception. Give that a go.
Two purple. Are we all doing it or just
Yeah, you can all have a go.
Okay.
Do I recognize that person? Do I recognize that person?
Amaya came from under a rock. She doesn't know.
3 successes for Dr. Mary, so she's spotted a few names.
Yeah, run size got 2 successes, 2 advantages.
Yeah. Well, this does make sense. Yeah, because Dr. Mary has spent the last 12 months hanging around the embassy, so
Yep.
she does recognize the names of a few. She does remember a few names that have popped up that are higher in the Republic, and she does also see the name Indira Shul on there.
Indira Shul. Okay.
And Runzai, having a slightly more eclectic background, does see the name of Zun Drenzik.
Ooh.
Now, Zun is a lower level Vigo in the Black Sun, only controls a small area, as far as you are aware.
Mhm.
But he is on there.
What do I know about Indira Shul? Is that someone I know from the embassy or just a name that's familiar?
You do know them. In fact, they are the person who recommended that the Nightfall go investigate the black hole sector.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, that was a perfectly normal job. Things went fine. Well, that was a perfectly normal job. Things went fine.
With pirates and exploding planets. All right.
And you were also there when Gadriel made some very specific threats.
Yes. Right.
Okay, so I think in this case, maybe we do need to return to the embassy and see if we can find out information about Indira.
Yep.
Or rope in Gadriel. Could be time to rope in Gadriel.
Time. Yep. See what you're up to.
I don't know enough about Gadriel.
What has he been
Oh.
doing? Mysterious.
We don't know enough about the embassy to know that it's particularly safe.
Will he fly into a rage and start killing someone when he realizes our ship's been trashed and his stuff's been rifled?
Oh, can we see if Gadriel's name's on there?
Ooh, that's a
Interesting question. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see his name on there. You do see the names of various other known Republic, known Imperial agents. So
Oh, okay. All right. Let's be circumspect about this, since we're not trusting Gadriel.
you do see a name that you have seen before on there. That's Dr. Afra, but this does make sense because Vazia does like to yield lots of information from lots of places.
Dr. Afra has many fingers in pie.
We do need to loop in Gadriel.
Okay.
He also has abilities that we don't, and connections and
scary abilities.
That aside, but he's got other things he can do. So we will send Gadriel a communication. Do we want him to meet us at this park?
Sure. So lovely.
Yeah.
Single response, no.
Ah, damn it.
We've got one in a box.
No. I'll send a message back. Fuzzy is being seen, probably kidnapped.
Response message. The number you're trying to reach is no longer available.
Got contacts.
Oh, God.
Several fruit on the tree just explode.
Maya gets a bit angry, does she?
Rolls her eyes. Embassy. We have to do this on our own.
Yeah.
Embassy.
Right, embassy. Yeah.
So we will start traipsing our way back.
The embassy the only place that would have access to the data, or could we go somewhere else?
What do you mean by data?
Like, if we want to look up stuff on Indira or Zundrenzek,
Like log into the system.
would going to the embassy. Yeah.
If the information's publicly available, you could get it anywhere. But if you want to get things behind the firewall, you have to be near its source. That's how I imagine it would work. Kind of like the intranet, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who's this other person? This
Zundrenzek.
Is he also New Republic or Empire?
Black Sun.
Black Sun.
Yeah, criminal.
Well, we won't be able to have access to the Black Sun data, but we do have access to New Republic data. So embassy is the way to go.
Cool.
They might have files on the Black Sun too, possibly, in their intelligence.
No doubt.
We can always check. Yeah.
Cool. So you head back to the embassy, and meanwhile, Gadriel is sitting in a bar watching a office from a small import company.
Any traffic?
Yeah, there's some traffic in and out. Let's see what you see. I mean, I guess it depends what you're looking for. It's a business premises, so there is traffic in and out. There is people coming in and out. There's it is an import business, so you do see, what look like traders come in and out. You do see what look like dock workers come in and out. But I guess
Probably streetwise. I'm trying to ascertain what ilk of people are coming in and out.
yeah. So yeah, just Yeah, just 2. Probably. You just, observing people.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So
I do know my crooks.
you do know your crooks. And you do see that although a lot of people do look just like your normal average dock worker who might be going in or traders, there is a certain amount that carry themselves in a certain way that they are familiar with physical violence, maybe the enforcer types, the kind who was probably, beaten in a few heads for their various employers at one stage or another.
Mm.
Who also look to be, fairly well armed for the average citizen. I mean, everyone might carry a blaster nowadays, but usually no people aren't carrying that quality of blaster. And there is the potential that you've been noticed as well.
Yeah. Settle my tab. Start walking back into the city, taking the long route, the scenic one, the one that is full of hidey holes and sharp twists and turns.
You are being followed.
Yep.
Yeah, you have been spotted, so it's just a case of can you shake them or not? Or
No, actually, I'm not interested in shaking them.
not interested in shaking them?
No. Going to turn it around.
Okay. Now, I am tempted to roll vigilance for this guy to see whether he actually
Yeah, well,
manages.
he would be rolling versus my check.
So, what is your
He would be rolling versus my stealth, I guess.
yeah.
So I'm trying to
So your stealth is
4.
4. Ooh. Give the guy 4 difficulty then. Ooh, no.
Yeah.
He completely fails. He walks right into you in a very dark alley.
Yep. I just squarely put the blaster muzzle in his, somewhere in his soft parts. Like, no, we're going to have a chat, you and I. Pull out the blaster and any other threatening elements. So, what's your name, friend?
I didn't name the mooks. I named the mook 1, 2, and 3.
All right. So let's say that his name is Mookie.
Mookie. Yeah.
All right, Mookie. So, is it Umbrax's Imports a good place to work?
Pays the bills?
Okay. Pays the bills above the normal rates, or just pays the bills and you have to moonlight as enforcer?
Seems to consider this.
Hey, do I look like the police? No. And I'm not judging your moral choices in life. So, just trying to puzzle something out.
Work for the boss of the Umbraxes.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that's not the hot side, is it?
Hut. No.
Okay. See, I am in a bit of an awkward position. Somebody just came and threw a load of creds in my direction to vaporize your operation. Or the boss's operation. And I'm keep on trying to wonder why. Now, it might be that you have poor associations, New Republic and all that still doesn't shine quite right in the system. I don't really care. What I do care is one thing. The Empire doesn't like you. So here, this is the crux of my question. Why does the Empire doesn't like you?
You got the wrong end of the stick, mate.
No, I beg to differ. You got the wrong end of the stick and I power up the blaster. Start talking, idiot.
And Bruxus deals with the Empire.
No, the particular person that hinted that and tasked me for the job had a dossier compiled, even hinting associates. So, one of two things. If you guys are really in with the Empire, which I couldn't care less, somebody want to case you out. Maybe they think that you are scheming a bit too much. Maybe they think that you don't worth the effort, or you have outlived your usefulness. Whichever way it goes, I'm going to get paid. I just want to know, does the effort worth the pain afterwards? Or can we get to a different negotiation with your team?
Whoever sent you against Umbraxus has set you up for a fall. You mess with them, you bring down the entire force of the Black Sun.
Ah, and there it is. Black Sun. That's a shame.
There you go.
All the useful bits, datapad, com, ID cards, identification cylinders, find a sluice gate, roll them over, drop the lid back.
Yeah, you have his ident card. You have Statapad, communications. Yeah, you got access to it all.
Yep. Stop in one of the 7-Elevens like establishments, buy a small burner phone with plenty of chip cards to cycle through.
Mm-hmm.
Get one, plug it in, look the com ID for Amaya. Your friends in the embassy are in cahoots with Black Sun. You guys are a bunch of suckers and you need to get out of there. Send. Pull out the chip ID, cycle to the next
one. And back to our intrepid band.
I look at the data pad and Gadriel's message and go, that was good.
That doesn't come from Gadriel.
Okay, it may not be in his name, but everything else screams Gadriel.
Yeah. Yeah.
He who must not be named has told us.
I was going to say, anyone who knows anything about cybersecurity knows when you get an odd message from an unknown user, you totally believe it.
Absolutely.
It came from a Nigerian prince.
Oh, he's back again, is he?
Works for Black Sun.
So, yeah, it looks like Indira's working for Black Sun.
Well, but I mean, I think Dr. Mary's like, well,
it doesn't make sense.
So probably has Vazia been working for Black Sun at various points. You know, I don't think this is necessarily I think we still need to engage with these people and work out what's going on. I mean, you know, I might not look it, but I have had some dealings with such organizations in the past, and ultimately they're a business. They're a little bit more easy to predict than all this, you know, dark forces stuff we've dealt with of late. I think we still probably need to meet them and find out what their hand is, you know, on neutral territory.
Yeah, I agree.
See what Vazia's mixed up in.
Well, do you have any connections with Black Sun?
Look, in another life, I have had connections to the Huts, which, you know, they do often deal with the Black Sun. You know, sometimes they work together, sometimes otherwise. But yeah, look, I could get in touch with somebody.
Reach out to your contacts and arrange a meet. They would have an agent here for sure.
Yep. See what I can do.
Yeah. We'll just see where this ball takes us.
So yeah, sort of like, find a contact, in my Rolodex that I pull out,
It's old school.
Yeah. Leave a voice message on a, certain line that need to arrange for a meeting. Do you want me to make a streetwise roll to see if I can actually do that, or
If you're offering, it's
yeah.
pretty easy with your background. You are.
Okay. So what? Just one purple or something, or?
Yeah, just one purple.
All right. Cool. Should be
Yeah.
fine.
Your contact is pretty much thrilled to get a message from you.
One successful advantage.
He's, bending over backwards to.
Yeah, look, that's more the trick with me in these contexts is I've tried to stay away from them and not work for them. But now that they know I'm here,
Yeah.
I don't have to let the others know that. So I get back to them. Look, we've arranged to meet at a unnamed, unbranded fries and burger related shop that is located nearby.
Yeah. So you rock on up there, and you have been with Vazia and visited the Eye before, haven't you? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do remember the Deveronian couple who worked as bouncers. So they're in there nonchalantly.
I think the only thing is
having,
going to this meeting, and this probably will be a bit of a surprise to Runsai and Amaya, but I'm actually going to go as Zondal, so I shift into my true form.
Oh,
Which is a sort of somewhat lizardy, sort of,
I knew it.
wood-eyed, scaly character. So these
Amaya's
people...
not so surprised because she's seen you change before.
You do, you do this in front of us, right? Like, so we see it straight up. Like,
Yeah. I say, look, I've known these people in another life, and they need to see me as they know me. Please apologize. Please take my apologies for my subterfuge, but I, have truly focused on living another life since leaving that behind. As you can appreciate, such abilities have their uses at times.
Evidently.
Yes.
We will stay out here while you have your meeting. I don't think your contact would appreciate two unknowns.
Yeah, but please keep an eye on things from out here, and maybe one of you watch the back as well, just in case there's any shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'll head on in.
You got the front or back?
Back.
All right, I got the front. Sorted. Continue.
Yep. All right, I head on in.
So you head on in, and the Deveronian couple, who do work as the bouncers at the Eye, you are familiar with them. They look up and they kind of do the whole head twitch thing.
Yep. Head in that direction.
Oh. Well,
I assume it's like a back room or something, so we can have a bit of privacy, maybe.
Yeah, so they get up and lead you out into through the kitchen into an office.
Yep.
Try the noodles here; they're great.
Sure. All right, so walking into the room, who do I see? Who's there? Is this someone I know, or just a random contact?
You are very familiar with this figure in his purple glory.
Oh, what's his name again? I forgot the name now.
It's Alric Trey.
Yes.
And once you think about it, it's really, if there is anyone who knows anything that is going on clandestinely in this system, it is.
Yeah. Hey Trey, how you doing? Good to see you. I come to you looking for information. A colleague of mine who I believe may have worked with your organization seems to have run into a spot of trouble. We're we're trying to work out what's going on. In the spirit of openness, we thought we'd come to you and see if we can't discuss matters further.
Yes. I, of course, am not allied as such with the specified organization.
And yet here you are. When I call them, they send you. So you, like me, know that while you might not be allied, it's hard to be entirely out of this world. And so here we both are.
Hired hands, both of us.
Indeed.
Well, it does seem that our young friend has gotten herself into a bit of a pickle.
Go ahead. Tell me more. I feel like I should have had like a beloved dog that my partner had got me before going to this. That is then doing a John Wick style sort of arc coming back. No. But yeah, no, do tell. Yeah.
Is an information gatherer.
Yes, that's one of the reasons we work with her. She's very efficient in that regard.
Seems that she has gathered some information regarding certain members of the Republic who have been dealing with a lesser lieutenant of the Black Sun, shall we say, who is seeking to expand his influence. This information, of course, could become problematic for such members of the Republic.
So you're saying it's the Republic that have done this to her, that disappeared her. Interesting. I must admit they haven't always been straight in their dealings with us, so it wouldn't surprise me.
There were many who were not happy that you did not find yourselves victim to spatial anomalies.
Well, I think if there's anything I have a reputation for, it's being a bit harder to squash than appearances might otherwise suggest. It certainly goes for my colleagues. I wonder who might you be particularly disappointed beyond these Republic officials. Do you know anything else about that?
There is a rumor that the Vigo Zundrenzik has been in the area, overreaching his set boundaries.
Why would he be concerned with us? We've got no quarrel with him.
Has no quarrel with you, but our lovely Vazia. The information she gathers for her hut masters are not always advantageous.
Well, advantage, disadvantage is merely a matter of price, surely.
She works for the Shell Hut. They deal in espionage and blackmail.
Yeah,
She's
well,
very
don't we all? Don't we all on some level? What do you think it would take to meet with this Vigo? What was his name again?
Zundrenzik.
Is he shy to meet, or is he willing to come to the table and talk?
He knows that not everyone is pleased with his attempts to expand his influence, so he might be a little gun shy. I can give you a potential address, though.
And what might you want in exchange for this information?
Find our missing blackmailer. I am rather fond of her, and she does owe me a large number of favors.
Very well. Seems we have a mutual interest in this. So grab the information, if I may.
Yep. So the address that he gives you is Umbraxis Imports.
Yeah. Thanks, Trey. I'll be in touch and take my leave of him. If you need to contact me, give him, one of my secretary's burner phone contact. No, I'm kidding. Gadriel, the world's angriest secretary. Give my contact to get in touch with me directly.
Yeah, he just waves you out.
Yeah. Somewhere between leaving the door of the place and emerging on the street, I returned to looking like Mary.
Cool.
And it's like, come on, gang, let's go. I've got a lead for us.
Scooby Gang.
Oh, great.
Two interesting tidbits. One is I think there's a strong suspicion that Vazia may have run afoul of some corrupt Republic officials that could be the ones behind this. Information gathering. But also there's some connection to this one of the Black Sun Vigos, Zondrinzik, who's gone out on a limb even within his own organization. There's apparently hereabouts. Have a lead to his whereabouts. We might be able to go and see if we can't have a little bit of a discussion.
Well,
Let's do it.
we've got nothing else to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are we headed? Mary?
Well, it's a place called Umbraxis Imports, but I'm wondering how we might approach it. If he knows me as my true self, he'll probably be, let's say, somewhat reluctant to speak to me directly. I'm wondering if one of you might pose as a potentially interested party and the others could be disguised as their sort of, henchmen or...
I volunteer and say,
Thank you.
You do have a more of a henchman vibe, so fair enough.
A henchman droid.
I cut Steve.
Yeah, sorry.
For me, I might take the guise of a humble Gamorrean guard that I once knew called Porcus.
Maximus?
Yeah.
The Gamorreans are the ones that look like pigs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I laugh that you use the word humble when it comes to describing one.
Well, let's say they don't often arouse a lot of suspicion because they are certainly intellectually humble.
But,
So,
okay. Yes.
what are we inquiring about? What do Umbraxis import?
Yeah. Well, surely there'd be some sort of maybe some sort of cargo that we came across in the in our tussle with the pirates that we might be able to have some lead on a location for or something to sell to him.
Got any of that? Oh, I mean, it doesn't have to be real.
No, not real. No, just it's a business
So
proposition.
we're just looking at unspecified stuff.
Yeah, this guy's a businessman who's looking to expand his reach, so he'll be interested in opportunities.
Oh, maybe
what
he'll
he's
be
not interested in
in
is meeting with renowned assassins.
renowned assassins. Right. So let's go in with the proposition of that stuff that we got in the the previous adventure. What was it? The crystal.
Yeah. Ethereum. We should definitely talk about that.
Yeah. Ethereum. Okay. All right. Let's go off.
Yeah, well, I think that conversation may take more than 10 minutes.
Yep.
Might end in a blaster fight. Who knows?
So we will leave it there for this evening, and I hope you have enjoyed the weird trail.
Yeah, it's been good. It's fun.
Yeah.
No, awesome. Thank you.
See you next week.
Yeah.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.